There's an apprentice here. Way, it's old Fezziwig.
I'm Kyle Smith, film critic for the New York Post. Disney's A Christmas Carol is in theaters now. This is a real big budget adaptation of the Charles Dickens classic with big talent behind it. Robert Zemeckis is the director, the guy who won an Oscar for Forrest Gump. And Jim Carrey is the star, playing Scrooge and a couple of the ghosts. I find the animation's a little bit off-putting. It's a real big budget, real special effects kind of movie, but I think it's real hard to care about the characters. It's hard to care about Scrooge to begin with because he's a miser and not very likable. The movie's pretty faithful to the original story. It even uses a lot of the original dialogue, which I think is also a problem because some of this dialogue sounds very old and fusty to a young viewer today. Also, a lot of the sort of action sequences are pretty intense for a PG movie. I really think this should have been rated PG-13. There are scenes of skeletonizations. There's a satanic stallion chase scene. Scrooge really gets put through the ringer in this movie, but do you really care in the end what's going to happen to him, and is the ending really all that? Is it going to convince you that you've been through a journey, that you've suffered along with Scrooge, and that you're very happy to get through it all? One other problem with the movie is there's a sort of made-up scene that isn't in the original story that's sort of a comedy-adventure scene in which Scrooge is miniaturized and gets into various sort of pratfalls like a Buster Keaton character. So I think A Christmas Carol, the Disney version, is probably a misfire that is not going to really please your family very much. I'm giving it 2 stars out of 4. I'm Kyle Smith, film critic for the New York Post.